What can we learn from the lives and times of Mr. Ratan Tata? So, here I'm going to talk about 7 lessons that you can learn from the great man. Ratan Tata was born with a silver spoon, but he has led his life in a remarkable manner. He has been extremely low key, never been flashy, and never displayed his enormous wealth and power. The Tata family is one of the richest families in the world. They don't appear on the rich list because most of the money is held through trusts and most of this money is given away. Therefore, they never share the limelight. Unlike other many industrialists, the Tatas live very modestly. Ratan Tata lives in a single bedroom apartment in Bombay. So, with such modesty, how did he climb to such great heights? So, let us learn 7 things from the lives of Ratan Tata. Never give up on your values. The Tata family and Ratan Tata have always been men of values. They have stood by their employees, customers, more than anything else. If they have to lose something and their employees and customers have to gain, they will go out of the way to do it. A client is more important to a Tata than making money. They treat their employee extremely well. Recently, the internet was abuzz with a photograph of an 82-year-old Tata visiting his former employee in Pune, where he is ailing for some time. These are values, and if you stick by your values, you may struggle in the short term, but over the long term, you will definitely gain. Tatas don't make value sacrifices for gains. 2. Ratan Tata takes big risks. I'll give you 3 examples. He went out of the way to expand India, expand the Tata empire outside India. Before Tata took over from his uncle, the Tata group was mainly an inward looking Indian conglomerate. Tata decided to expand this company globally. So, except TCS and very few other businesses, they did not have major export businesses. What he did in a big, bold move, he pushed Tata Tea to buy Tetley, made it a global company. And once that succeeded, he kept on buying tea, coffee, and other drink brands all over the world. At one time, he bought an energy drink, which he later sold to Coke at a huge profit. He formed a joint venture with Pepsi. It didn't take off. He also partnered with Starbucks to set up the chain of coffee cafes in India. This is what he has done in life. He bought Chorus at a record price, and steel prices tumbled from there. Even today, Tata Group is struggling with how to sell the Tata Steel Europe. But this does not stop him from taking risks. He bought JLR, which was a big success. In his own personal life, long after retired, he invested in Xiaomi, which is a great success. He also put money in Snapdeal, which turned out to be a loss. So he took big risks. In these stories I told you is a third point. He never put all his eggs in one basket. He kept moving all his companies in different directions and tried to keep growing. The investment in Snapdeal and Xiaomi shows that he was extremely flexible. Recently, he invested money in a pharmaceutical distribution company which revolutionized pharmaceutical distribution. It was started by a young kid going through college. We still do not know whether it will succeed or not. But Ratan Tata continues to experiment. Point number 4, you should have enormous faith in yourself. So he says, if you are working on something viable and valuable, you should not lose your faith. Nobody in life has succeeded without facing adversity. Adversity makes you stronger. So if you lose faith in yourself, that means adversity. The other most important thought is sharing your success. Ratan Tata has an habit of sharing advice to motivate youngsters. He keeps on talking to entrepreneurs, and there he keeps motivating them. Most entrepreneurs fail because after achieving these small goals, they tend to stagnate, keeping profits to themselves. You will become extremely successful because only of teamwork and putting people together. If you don't have teamwork and you don't get money from outside and seed control, you are not going to be an extremely big player. Always have a positive attitude. No matter what is the situation in life, you have to be extremely positive. There are times, like he ran a company called Tata Finance, which ran into trouble. The man whom he trusted, Dilip Pense, turned out to be a bad egg and he misused the powers given to him. Ratan Tata stepped in, repaid all the depositors, repaid everybody's money, and handed them and made that company a subsidiary of Tata Motors and made sure that nobody lost money. But that does not mean that he burnt his hand and did not start another company. He went on to start Tata Capital, which is a fast growing non banking finance companies. And finally, to be successful, you have to motivate people. Ratan Tata has exhibited the ability to motivate millions of his people. At this time, there are more than 1 million people working for Tata Group directly or indirectly. He has promoted talent and goes out of the way to motivate people and give them enormous powers. No other industrialist running a family group has given so much powers to professional managers. Even when professional managers have been less than successful, he has been very kind to them. The ability to motivate your staff is the most important thing. Let us learn from the lives and times of Ratan Tata. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Berich.